And today is the day. Today is the day that we are going to be able to say, not if the bottom is in, but who ZachXBT has been researching or auditing or is going to reveal everything. So get ready for that, because today is the day. Someone is happy because Solana is pumping. I think everything is pumping, right? But today is the day that we are going to know about ZachXBT. We had an awesome day yesterday. If it was a short squeeze, I'm not so sure about it. I'm not here to say it's the bottom or not. I'm going to tell what I'm seeing. I'm going to show you what I'm seeing, and then you know what I'm going to do. But I still think we should be careful. There are still a few things that we need to understand that are going to happen. We are going to have PPI tomorrow. US, Iran, things are starting to de-escalate, we think, but no one moves that kind of army, let's say, to that side of the world just for pressure. We hope so, and that I'm wrong, but you need to be aware of this. So there's a lot of things that you need to be careful. But yeah, the market looks good. And if you are a trader, this is exactly what you want. So we are going to go for the charts, of course, but first we need to look at what's going to happen still. And if we are going to have some green days, we deserve some green therapy. I know red therapy is good for you, but I don't like this type of red therapy, to be honest with you. So like I was saying, and yeah, the pre-market is looking good. A green pre-market is always something that you should pay attention. There are some data today, jobless claim and some Fed members speaking. I wouldn't put too much relevance on that. I think it's what it is, and I don't think it's going to move the market at all. But tomorrow we are going to have PPI, it's inflation, and everyone wants the rate cuts, and we know that Powell only takes in consideration the data that allows them to keep the rates high. We know that he doesn't like the data that said, look, maybe you should cut, and I'm not looking at that. No, I'm not looking at that one. So yeah, just for you to be aware of this, tomorrow we're going to have PPI, and it's a big one. So I think we should be careful with this move from Bitcoin. It's a good move, a really good one. I really enjoy it. Don't know if it's Jane Street or not. Just imagine this. Imagine that Jane Street decides to do not, if it was them selling at the 10 a.m. slam. Just imagine this. Let's stop selling for 2 days, 3 days. And on a Friday, when everyone is expecting that pump for the weekend, we give them the 10 a.m. slam. If I was Jane Street, I would do that. I'm joking, I won't do that, but we need to be careful with this, okay? There's a lot of speculation. There's zero confirmation that it was Jane Street doing that move, and it's suspicious. It is, but we don't have the confirmation, so be careful. Don't take for granted that it was Jane Street, and we need more time to have confirmation on that. Okay, just for you to be aware of that. Also, NVIDIA, everyone was afraid of NVIDIA. NVIDIA is going to miss expectations, and NVIDIA just beat expectations by a lot. Okay, by a lot. Stocks pumped, then dumped after due to, I'm not going to the technicals here, but I think it was due to some cash reserves. But look, AI is here, right? They need everything that NVIDIA does. So I don't see this going lower or NVIDIA missing expectations anytime sooner, to be honest. I don't see it. I just can't see it, okay? And if you are a AI user like I am, you will understand what I'm saying. It's impossible to expect NVIDIA to miss expectations with the AI demand that we are seeing. Okay, that's impossible. I'm right now here live streaming, and I have another computer that's running things for me. Okay, so yeah, and I need more computers to run more things for me. And I'm not talking about Clobot. I'm talking about the agents that I build. So the AI demand is going to stay here. Okay, so the NVIDIA they are not going to miss expectations anytime soon, unless some crazy thing happens, which I'm not counting on that for the next year. Let's say like this. Again, and I said this a lot of times, pay attention to energy ETFs. With all the demand that we are seeing, energy ETFs are the ones that you should be looking at. There's good money there to be made. Not financial advice, but there's good money there to be made. Sorry. So moving forward, then today is the day. Today is the day that we are going to know who ZachXBT has been investigating. And we will know if it's Axiom, Meteora, More Libertify. Does anyone still think it's More Libertify? I want to know in the chat. Does anyone still think it's More Libertify? I really want to know this. I really want to know if someone still thinks it's More Libertify. The odds for Axiom are going through the roof. Okay, it's going through the roof, and let's see it like this. Sorry, you can see better like this. So we have Axiom, Meteora, other, and Pump.Fun. So this is really interesting because he already said that it's normal that there are some leaks because he had to interview people for his research, for his investigation. So there are a few people that already know who he's talking about. So yeah, it's kind of, if I knew, I would be betting. So, and I don't bet, but if I had this type of information, I will be doing it. And so Axiom, maybe it's Axiom. Be ready for that. Be ready for the expose. Let's say like this. And it might shake or not the market. But yeah. Sorry. This is kind of crazy. It's like I was saying. He writes the announcement of the announcement, people creating bets, and the team knows who they are. So they can bet on the market with insider info. Sorry. Imagine this. You are being investigated for insider info or trading with insider information, but you can bet on who Zach is investigating. He's going to release the investigation today because you are from the team, so you have insider information. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, in my opinion, but it's what it is. And this is why prediction markets are going. A lot of people are using it because it's easy to use them. And if you are on one of those, it's like the Portuguese elections. The Portuguese government even forbidden polymarket in Portugal because of that. Of course, those that were making how do you say in English the word? The polls knew who was going to win. So they, like, imagine before the polls are released, we saw like a massive spike on the person that ended up winning the election. So, but this is the market working. Everybody there's always someone that knows, always. And the sooner you realize that and accept that, you'll be happier with yourself. And yeah, there's always insiders on everything. And one day you'll be an insider too. Easy. So, be true in XRP. I had to talk about XRP. I haven't talked about XRP for a long time here. So, there's someone buying XRP like crazy on Be-True. Like a lot. XRP. They saw a 200% increase in XRP spot purchase volumes. Okay, not trading volume, spot purchase volumes. That's happening. Okay, this is happening. So we pay attention to XRP. You know how long I've been waiting for the trade. I already told you. I do believe XRP is like I don't like to give this comparison literally. But do you remember a few years that Bitcoin was the demon, I don't know, no one should have Bitcoin, whatever. I feel the same against XRP and some other tokens, like Monero versus Zach. And usually I like to take the contrarian trade. Usually I like to take the trade that everyone tells, no, you are crazy. In case of XRP, they are centralized, etc., a lot of things. And yeah. Just do your own research if you still need to do research about XRP. But I won't say anything else. Okay? I think you understand what I'm trying to say. And another one, and then we are going to charts. It's HBAR. You know, I'm a HBAR bull. And their network was just integrated on Kraken. So every project that's listed that uses Hedera right now could be listed on Kraken. So I think you should study. If you are a crypto investor, you should study about Hedera, what they propose to do, what they are already doing, their console, and you can see the crazy value of their governed console. And yeah, I'm just going to ask you this. You have a company. You have to do daily payments to your suppliers, whatever. You want to start to use blockchain. You can use Bitcoin to do it. Nothing against it. but you don't know how much you are going to pay, right? And how much is no longer is going to take. Then you have a solution that you always pay the same. It's fast, it settles in seconds, and you always pay the same. Always. Fixed fees. And this is important for companies and institutions that know how much they are going to spend on a transaction. This is really important. Believe me. This is something that you should be paying attention. And again, not financial advice. I own Hedera for a lot of years already. I'm an HBAR bull, and I do believe Hedera is going to surprise a lot of people. Now, two things happened yesterday that we need to understand that we haven't seen in the market for a long time. For a long time. First one, and I agree here that this is awkward. GBTC took $100 million in inflows on the ETFs. Again, GBTC took $100 million in inflows. And like it's stated here, it rarely sees inflows. And it has never seen $100 million inflow. Okay? Never. So this is the biggest one since transitioning from the fund to the ETF 2 years ago. Okay? If you go here, you can see it's a crazy, for GBTC, this was a crazy inflow. Crazy one. First one. Second, spot demand is coming again. Spot demand is here again. Okay? Spot demand is starting to come back to the market. So again, I'm not telling you, I'm not telling you it's the bottom. Okay, I'm just telling you the data. And the data tell us that spot demand is coming to the market again. And we are seeing the sellers are now buyers. Basically, this is what it's saying. And you have more confirmation that the move yesterday was driven by spot demand. Okay, it was not a leverage move. It was a spot demand move. Okay? So, when you start to look at this and you start to look at the chart, you start to have a full picture of what's happening right now. This could be just a relief rally. Okay, 100% could be a relief rally, but could be the beginning of something better. Let's say like this. Could be the beginning of something that, yeah, maybe we are going to have a relief rally, but so far there's zero confirmation of that. Okay. I already said this yesterday. This was the move I was expecting, a little bit lower even. I had to explain you about this week. We came, now we need to clear 70K. We need to clear 70K. If you want to make sure that the move now is going to be a relief rally or relief bounce or whatever, sustainable bounce, or that we are starting to go on a bottom phase, which is too early to say. In my opinion, I'm not going to call the bottom, just trading what I see. If you want to believe that the process for a bottom has started, probably we are going to hover around these prices for 2 weeks. Usually that's how bottoms are done. Okay? Usually that's how bottoms are done. You have the damage, you have the first low, then you have the damage, then you range for a few days, weeks. I would say weeks. I would prefer weeks, and then you start to grind back up again. And if we take into consideration that we are going to have the Clarity Act, hopefully, we are going to reach an agreement on the Clarity Act soon, then we might start to think, okay, maybe the worst is over. Maybe the worst is over, okay? But I would still be careful, and there's still some key factors that we need to be aware of. And although I'm a perma bull, I also trade what I see, and I won't be comfortable telling you that, okay, maybe the worst is over already, okay? I'm being 100% transparent with you. I want to say that the worst is over, but but I'm not 100% sure that that's the case right now, okay? I want to see more. I need more data if we approve the Clarity Act, then that's a different story. If you can, not the approval, if we can get the Clarity Act passed and etc., and we start to see that, then, yeah. Because there are still some bears which I shall not mention, that think this is normal for the market because we are in the midterms, etc. And I cannot call them because if I do, they don't like it. And yeah, so let's see. Okay, let's assume they are right, and this is just a relief rally that happens in March every year. There's midterm elections, and then we are going to drop again in April. Maybe they are right. Let's see. Okay, let's wait to see what's going to happen today. So, regarding Bitcoin, if I wanted to trade Bitcoin, I would be waiting for a move lower. Okay. Again, this is at least here. I would wait for it to come here to this support again. And still it's a risky trade. And it's still a risky one. Okay, because if we go here and you measure the move, yeah, you should look at here. This, and it will be a good move here. If we did something like this, I wouldn't mind at all. Something like this, and then grind higher, and then who knows, maybe an all-time high. This one is just too. This one is for the bears. Maybe do something like this. Go here, go come lower, and then we go here, then I go lower, and then we go reclaim as support and start to grind higher. And yeah, who knows, right? Like this might be the case, or you can go lower and the bears are right. But that way I can trade this. We can, again, if I wanted to long Bitcoin, I would wait for a move lower and I would position myself around these levels here. This is where I would position myself if I wanted to go long on Bitcoin, okay? But like I said, right now, the US is going to open in a few minutes. And yeah, it's not the best time to trade anything right now. So let me check here. 66 to 100. Respect the pump. I always respect the pump. I'm a permeable. I just told I don't like red therapy. I like green therapy. Red therapy is not my thing. So regarding Ethereum, it's kind of the same, to be honest. And I think it should come lower. But this one has a stronger support closer. Yeah, it has a stronger support closer. Maybe these levels here. Can always use the Fibonacci as a confirmation. Yeah. I would wait for a move lower. Okay, I would wait for a move lower. Guys, where are you watching? No one is. Do I need to ask every day from where you are watching? Let me know from where you are watching. So, but I would wait for a move lower, and then I would look for a long. Here, if you want to really risk it, you can try on this support here. You can try this here around 2020, around those levels, or even if you want, yeah, at least here. But I think we are going to come lower, and I can explain you why. I forgot to show you this. Look here, we have some longs that needs to be wiped out. Leverage, a leverage cleanse. I don't know now if it's without Gen Street if we are going to have that. UAE, awesome. I'm going to do UAE in the next weeks, maybe 2 weeks, and I'll be traveling to the UAE, Bulgaria. Awesome. And like I was saying, there are some longs here, juicy longs, but also there are some shorts. I would like to see the longs being wiped out first and then go for the shorts, but that's just me. But regarding Ethereum, I would definitely wait for this area here. So long. I would wait around these levels here. I think it's what makes sense. Look, we had a similar move. Look here. You had a similar move and we rejected, then we came lower around this same area, then we tried to go higher, etc. So if the demand is here, this is where I would be looking for a long on Ethereum. Okay. This will be my target area for sure. Wales, UK. Never been to, I've been into UK, never been to Wales. And now curve. Look, curve is an interesting one right now. Curve is super interesting right now, especially if you check the BTC pair. Look here. Yeah, this one is not the best. I should go to the Binance one. Curve is such an interesting one right now. It came almost to the support of 2024 before it had this major move. This was the elections. Look. And this is where it should react. And this is the BTC pair, okay? It's curve against BTC or Bitcoin or whatever you want to call it. I don't want to disrespect the elderly, so let's call Bitcoin by his name and not BTC. So, like I was saying, it's where it should bounce, right? Germany and Sweden, awesome. And this, like I was saying, curve BTC is at the right point. Okay, it's the point where it needs to react. If not, it's of course it's going lower, but we are not expecting that. Okay. And when you go to the USD pair, not to trade. Okay, now there's nothing to trade here right now. It's in the middle of nowhere, in my opinion. This is in Portuguese, sorry. This is for the Portuguese stream. And when you go here, just pull it higher. I do believe that we should come lower, test again the 23, and then start to grind higher. Okay, and then start to grind higher. But this is just me, okay? Just my opinion. This is what I'd like to see. Come lower, test the previous resistance support, and then start to go to grind higher. And then we can start to look at 30 cents XRP. Sorry, CRP, sorry, 30 cents XRP. No. Don't give me 40 cents. Don't give me 40 cents XRP. I'm talking about curve. Then you can start to look at 40 cents, and then we can start to look about higher, okay? Going higher. And this is something that you should be paying attention to curve. Let's say like this, you know, I'm a curve bull. I like curve. I do think curve is going to surprise a lot of people. And yeah, let's see. And convex, I told you, convex is an awesome one to trade. So we shorted yesterday, and it's like this. Maybe we should long it today. We did a short. Maybe today it's how can I say, it's long convex day. Should we long this? It's at support. Maybe we should reverse the trade. Let me see. We could reverse it, but it's still kind of in the middle of nowhere. Still kind of in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, kind of, right? You should do something here. You should take this trade. Maybe you should take this trade. I don't know. Let's think about it, and we'll get back to that. Okay, but yeah, convex is a scalp paradise, like a scalper's paradise, like I've been saying. Now HBAR. I still think HBAR is one of the one. You should pay attention to HBAR. I've been telling you this. I just told you they got listed on Kraken, and yeah, their government council worth a lot of money. What can we do here? Thing is that it reacted where it should react. Exactly where it should react. We saw the reaction at the right point, and where we should react. So yeah. I would wait for a move lower on HBAR. I would wait for a move lower to these levels here. Yeah, something around this, then here, and looking for this. Okay, then it flips, etc., and starts to grow higher. That's why, even if we are going to rally only till April, like some think, and yeah, because this is the next big resistance here. Try to pull this. It rejected once. Twice it was the first rejection on the same area. So we know there are sellers here. We know the buyers tried to push the price here and got rejected. So I would believe that coming lower and then start to go higher, it will make some sense from here. It should make some sense from here, honestly. Yeah. This is what I think it should happen. So yeah. Besides that, I don't see nothing else on HBAR. I just wanted BTC to come lower to see if we could trade it, but not doing nothing right now. So let's look at Bitcoin on a higher time frame. Okay. Right now we held support, we lost, and I just want to. If you want confirmations that the worst might be over, and again, I'm not saying it's going to happen, I'm just telling you, this is something that I won't get surprised if it happens, okay? Although it's improbable of happening. And when is the monthly close? Saturday? 2 days, yeah, it's in 2 days. So, just imagine for a second, I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen, just the scenario. Just imagine for a second, and also I need to give something for the bears to come to the comments and say that I'm wrong. Just imagine that we do this. And that we reclaim 74, and it's the week here for the monthly close. Here it looks a lot, but we are talking about 5, yeah, no more. It's let's say it's a 6K candle, okay? We did it this year. Look, this was an 8K move in 3 days. We are on the daily chart, right? Let me see. Yeah, we went from 59 to 71 in 1 day. In 1 day. And I'm not telling that this is going to happen, but I want you to study this scenario and let's see what's going to happen till the weekly close. Okay, I won't be here for the weekly close, but let's see what's going to happen on the weekly close. If this happens, then we need to reassess the entire market. Okay, if this happens here on the weekly close and we can close, sorry, the monthly close. I'm talking about the monthly, not the weekly. The monthly close. Sorry, this was my bad. If we can close this monthly candle here, this one, the damaged one, the one that invalidated my theory of the bottom being in. Oh, so not the bottom being that we won't lose this low. If we can close the monthly close above this line, then we need to reassess the market. Then we need to look at the market from another way. I want to know who thinks this is probable. Look, if we get this week and close above this, then we are going to have a different live stream on Monday. On Monday, okay? I want to see what's going to happen here. I want to see if we are going to get a monthly close that crazy, okay? Wouldn't be the first one, and I don't think it's going to be the last one. Again, won't be the first one, and I don't think it's going to be the last one if that happens, okay? If that happens. You have an example here, look, we went from this was in August 2024, from 49 to 65. It's not impossible, less probable happening this, and let's see what's going to happen, okay? Let's see what's going to happen, but so far, the market's looking good, just be careful. Like I said, those move always retrace. We have PPI tomorrow, there's the US-Iran situation, jobless claim today, Fed speakers. There's always some drama on the market that's just an excuse to move the market. I don't know, again, if Jane Street, it's the cause or not from the 10 a.m. slam. That it's awkward. It is. It's suspicious. It is. But so far, we are traders. We don't trade on suspicions. We trade what we see. And what we see right now, it's a nice move, but needs some confirmations for us to be sure. So follow me on X and check my show Saturday on the Banter main channel that will be assessing what happened today and tomorrow. Tomorrow I won't be live streaming here because I can't. There are some heavy machinery working here. And today I asked them, look, just let me stream for 1 hour, and then tomorrow you can work whatever you want. And they allow me to do it. This is why I can stream today. So tomorrow I won't be able to stream, but I'll be on the 𝗪𝗶𝘁𝗵 channel on Saturday morning. And let's see what the market will bring to us. And see you all Saturday.